Hello students, today we will discuss weekly test question paper and its solutions. The fringe width, first question, the fringe width of Young's double slit experiment increases when? Now what is the formula for fringe width? Fringe width is lambda d by g. Suppose this is experiment, set up for experiment. This is capital D, distance between slits and screen. Small d is the distance between the slits and lambda is the wavelength. So from this formula we can conclude that beta increases. When beta increases, as seen here, beta is directly proportional to lambda wavelength. So as lambda increases, beta is directly proportional to the distance between slits and the screen. Distance between slits and the screen. So and here beta is inversely proportional to small d. Small d is the distance between the slits. So as lambda and capital D are directly proportional, so as lambda increases and d increases, beta will increase. As small d is inversely proportional, as small d decreases, beta will increase. So option number 1, A, wavelength increases. So obviously it is correct. As wavelength increases, fringe width will increase. Option number 2, distance between the slit increases. That means d increases. असा म्हणतो, which is wrong. इथे काय आहे? D decreases. So D increases, which is wrong. Option number C, distance between source and screen decreases. D decreases, which is also incorrect because D should increase. Option number D, the width of the slits increases. So width चा इथे काहीही रेफरन्स नाही आहे. So we can say beta is independent of W, and W is the width of the slits. W is the width of the slit. So this is another conclusion, that is fringe width वरती width of the slits चा काहीही परिणाम होणार नाही, or we can say fringe width is independent of the width of the slits. Okay. Now question number 2. In the context of Doppler effect in light, the term red shift signifies. Red shift काय signifies? Now in dispersion of light, what we have observed, that is, this is dispersion of light. Okay. V, I, B, G, Y, O and R deviates less because R having highest wavelength. R is having highest wavelength. Now, what is Doppler effect? Doppler effect is the effect on the frequency because of the relative motion between source and the observer. Source आणि observer च्या मध्ये जे काही relative motion होणार आहे, जसं फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण एका ट्रेन कडे बघतोय किंवा ट्रेन आपल्याकडे येते आणि ट्रेन सायरन देते. सो जो सायरनचा नॅचरल साऊंड आहे तो इन्क्रीज होणार बिकॉज ट्रेन आपल्याकडे येते. Suppose train is moving away from us and with siren, then the frequency of siren will reduce. So that is the effect of effect on frequency because of the relative motion between source and the observer. Now here red shift means wavelength increases and frequency decreases. Okay. Now option number first, decrease in frequency, which is correct answer. Decrease in frequency. Now option number B, increase in frequency, which is incorrect. Decrease in intensity, increase in intensity. So intensity चा इथे काही संबंध नाही. Doppler effect is all about frequency. So इथे तुम्ही 50 कोण बनेगा करोडपती मध्ये 50-50% असतं. So C आणि D ऑप्शन असाही eliminate होतो. So only A and B चेक करू शकतो आपण. In between option is in between A and B. So decrease in frequency. Okay. Question number 3. Diffractive index of material is equal to tangent of polarizing angle is called. Now refractive index of material. Now see, this is unpolarized light. This is unpolarized light. When unpolarized light incident on a surface separating two media. Here is a medium 1, here is another medium 2. And when unpolarized light incident on a surface separating two media, some part of it refracts as partially polarized light. Partially polarized light, and remaining part reflects as plane polarized light. Plane polarized light. For example, याची orientation vibration is are in all directions. इथं vibrations आहेत perpendicular because it is partially polarized light, and इथं vibrations आहेत plane polarized light. Okay. Now, in this case, the angle between refracted ray and reflected ray is 90 degree. In this case, angle between refracted and reflected ray is 90 degree. And during this phenomenon, during this condition, the angle of incidence, this angle of incidence I is called angle of polarization. Angle of polarization. That is I is equal to I. I is equal to I, which is nothing but tan inverse of mu. So याचा आपण प्रूफ बघितला होता, ठीक आहे. So how we can prove sin I upon sin R is equal to mu to 1. Now see here, हा I आहे तर हा पण I असेल. Okay, this one is R. Now in this case, this is R, this one is I, and this one is 90. इकडचा diagram show केला. Now these three angles are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of the three angles is 180 degree. So I plus 90 plus R is equal to 180 degree. Now 90 divided by minus 1. I plus R is equal to 90 degree. 180 minus 90 is 90. And from here R is equal to 90 minus I. So we can replace this R by 90 minus I. So sin I upon sin 90 minus I is equal to mu to 1. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. So it will be sin I upon cos I is equal to mu to 1. So sin I upon cos I is tan I is equal to mu to 1. here I is equal to tan inverse of mu to 1. And this is called Brewster's law. This is called Brewster's law. See, option A is Brewster's law. Option B, Lambert's law. Option C, Malus law, and option D, Bragg's law. So obviously, the first option, that is option number A, is correct. Brewster's law. Now, question number 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. In the propagation of electromagnetic waves, the angle between the direction of propagation and plane of propagation is. So direction of propagation and plane of propagation, the angle is 0 degree. And direction of propagation and direction of vibration, the angle is 90 degree, because both are perpendicular to each other. So okay, so here answer is 0 degree. Question number 5. In certain double slit experiment, arrangement interference fringe of width 1 millimeter each are observed when light of wavelength 5000 angstrom is used, keeping the setup unaltered. म्हणजे setup बदलला नाही. If the source is replaced by another source of wavelength 6000 angstrom. Now, we know the formula for fringe width. First given condition is fringe width is observed, that is 1 mm. 1 mm when lambda is equal to 5000 angstrom. Now what is asked? What is the fringe width? This is asked when lambda 2, this is lambda 1, lambda 2 is equal to 6000 angstrom. Now what we know? See, fringe width is equal to lambda divided. Very simple. Fringe width is equal proportional to what? Lambda. So you can write V1 upon V2 is equal to lambda 1 upon lambda 2. And from here we can find V2. What is V1? 1 mm. This is beta 2, fringe width of 2. Lambda 1 is 5000, lambda 2 is 6000. Now no need to convert in SI units. It is like Boyle's law, Charles' law, जे तुम्ही बघितलं केमिस्ट्री मध्ये. So इथं 11th class मध्ये. So no need to convert into SI units, as इथं angstrom है, इथं angstrom है, both will cancel each other. This one is in mm, so our final answer will also come in mm only, millimeter only. So हा beta 2 इतने ना by cross multiplying it will be 6000 upon 5000. Cancel out these three zeros. 6 upon 5 is 1.25. Obviously, it is like our first question. Here, lambda increased from 5000 to 6000. So ultimately, this beta is also increased from 1 mm to 1.2 mm. Now question number 6. Here option number C is correct in question number 5. Students, immediately pause the video and write the answers, because unlike the offline classes, in online classes we have to stop the video in between and write all the steps. Okay, question number 6. Which of the following is not a property of light? Which of the following is not a property of light? Now sentence type question है, read carefully. It requires a material or medium for propagation. Light ला medium लागतं असं कसं अर्थ आहे? Okay. Option B बघूया आधी. It can travel through vacuum. It is correct. Light can travel through vacuum. Option C. It involves transportation of energy. See. E is equal to mc square. Einstein's equation. Now where c is the speed of light? Speed of light. Now when light travels, it transforms energy from one place to another place. Again we have seen energy is equal to hc by lambda by Planck's quantum theory of light. So light consists of quantas, that is packets of energy, which can travel from one place to another place. So where E is the energy, h is the Planck's constant, c is the speed of light, and lambda is the wavelength of light. Where h is equal to 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34. Okay, so light transforms energy. Okay, question option number D. It has finite speed. Okay, any value that if value is there, that means it is finite speed. Even though the speed is very high, then answer is a finite. Option A is incorrect, and that is our answer. Option A is correct. It requires medium for its propagation. असं काय नाही आहे. A आणि B कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन आहे. लाइट कॅन ट्रॅव्हल थ्रू व्हॅक्यूम. हे ऑप्शन हे आहे की त्याला मीडियम लागतं. जर व्हॅक्यूम मध्ये ट्रॅव्हल करत असेल तर तिथे मीडियम नाहीच आहे. दॅट मीन्स ऑप्शन ए इज इनकरेक्ट. ओके, त्याला मीडियम लागतं असं काही नाही. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. इन द N's double slit experiment, the spacing between the two slits is 0.1 mm. The spacing between the two slits is 0.1 mm. That means D is equal to 0.1 mm. If the screen is kept at a distance 1 meter, so D is 1 meter. Now students, here you need to convert all the things in all the values in SI units. So 0.1 mm means 0.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter. Because here we are not comparing the two terms, that is beta 1 upon beta 1, lambda 2 upon lambda 2. तो दोनों compare नहीं करना. We are going to find the answer. And wavelength is given 5000 angstrom. 5000 angstrom. What is the conversion of angstrom? It is 5000 into 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. Minus 10 meter. Minus is the nanometer. Minus 10 is the angstrom. So what is asked? Fringe width is asked. Lambda d by d. Very simple. Lambda कितनी है? 5000 into 10 raised to the power minus 10. Capital D is 1 meter. Capital D is given 1 meter. And small d is 0.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter. Now see, lambda आपण मीटर मध्ये कन्वर्ट केले. आपण असं हे पण मीटर मध्ये into 1 d ची व्हॅल्यू पण मीटर मध्ये आणि खालची ही स्मॉल d ची व्हॅल्यू पण आपण मीटर मध्ये कन्वर्ट केली. एका मीटरला एक मीटर कॅन्सल. आणि जे आन्सर येणार आहे ते मीटर मध्ये येणार, बिकॉज फ्रिंज विड्थ will also be meters. Okay, now कसं कॅन्सल होतं बघा. 0.1 and 10 raised to the power minus 3. It will be 10 raised to the power minus 4. 10 raised to the power minus 4, when it goes to numerator, it will be 10 raised to the power plus 4. Plus 4, 5, 6, 7. So total B is equal to 5 into 10 raised to the power 7 into this 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. Now from minus 10, this 7 will subtract, it will be 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter. Now 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter is millimeter. So we can write B is equal to 5 millimeters. Okay, so our answer is 5 millimeter. Now see, 5 millimeter म्हणजे किती सेंटीमीटर? 5 millimeter म्हणजे beta is equal to 0.5 centimeter. So option is given in the form of centimeter. So just divide it by 10. बिकॉज एका सेंटीमीटर मध्ये 10 मिलीमीटर असतं. So 1 millimeter is the 10th part of the centimeter. Divided it by 10, it will be 0.5 centimeter. Now the next question: a ray of light is incident on the surface of glass plate at an angle of incidence equal to Brewster's angle phi. If mu represents the refractive index of glass with respect to air, then the angle between the reflected ray and refraction. आताच बघितलं की angle of incidence is equal to Brewster's angle. So when angle of incidence is equal to angle of polarization, that means some part refracts as partially polarized and some parts reflect as plane polarized, right? And the angle between reflected and refracted ray is 90. So theoretical question answer is 90. Now next question: an optically active compound. आता statement type question है परत. Rotates the plane polarized light. Next, changing the direction of polarized light. Next, do not allow plane polarized light to pass through. Okay, so do not allow plane polarized to pass through हा ऑप्शन नाही आहे कारण का प्लेन पोलराइज तर त्यातून बनते. ठीक आहे, चेंजिंग द डायरेक्शन असं होत नाही. सो ऑप्शन नंबर ए इज करेक्ट. रोटेट्स द प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट, ऑप्टिकल एक्टिव. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन: रेशियो ऑफ एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ इंटरफेरिंग ऑफ वेव्स इज 3:4. एम्पलीट्यूड चा रेशियो आहे 3:4. What will be the ratio of their intensities? Now Rayleigh's criterion I have told you, that is intensity is proportional to amplitude square. From here we can write intensity is equal to any constant, proportionality constant into a square. If I divide this, see, I1 upon I2 is equal to k a1 square upon k a2 square. K will be same in both the cases because it is constant. K will get cancelled. From here intensity ratio is given. Intensity ratio is asked. So we can write this as A1 by A2 the whole square. Because see, A1 square, A2 square. So we can write A1 by A2 the whole square. What is given in the question? A1 by A2 is given 3 by 4. So we can write 3 by 4 the whole square. It will be 9 by 16. This is your answer. 9 by 16. So option number C is correct. Okay. Now next question: the bending of beam of light around corners of obstacle is what? So in revision class I have told you that bending of light at the edge or corner of the obstacle. Bending of light at the edge or corner of the obstacle. These are the corners. Here at the edge वरती किंवा corner वरती when light bends, it is called diffraction. So option B is correct. Now next question: the angle of incidence at which reflected light is totally polarized for reflection from air to glass. Okay. So when polarization happens, इथे आपण बघितलं what is Brewster's law. In today's class we have proved tan of angle of polarization is equal to refractive index relative refractive index mu/1. Then what is angle of polarization? It is tan inverse mu/1. This is your answer. So see, in option number D, Delhi, D is correct. D for Delhi. Okay. Now next question: two sources of waves are called coherent. So coherent kadi म्हणतात? So see, there are two terms: monochromatic light and coherent sources. So coherent is for sources and monochromatic is for light. So when two waves are of same wavelength light असतील, then they are called monochromatic. But if two sources which produce light in same phase difference, then the sources are called coherent sources. So first option, both have same amplitude of vibration. No, it is incorrect. Both produces waves of same wavelength. Incorrect है. This is for monochromatic light. Option number C, both produces waves of the same wavelength having constant phase difference. So phase difference constant, that is the key point of this question. So option number C, Chennai, it is correct. Okay. Now next question: two waves having intensity in the ratio 25:4. Now here reverse question: intensity ratio is given. I1 upon I2 is given, that is 25:4. Read the question carefully. The ratio of maximum to minimum intensity is asked. ratio of maximum to minimum. So we know I max upon I min is equal to root of I1 plus root of I2 upon root of I1 minus root of I2 the whole square. Now from here we can take root I2 common. जर root I2 common घेतलं तर काय मिळणार? कॉमन घेणं इथं root I2 आहे पण इथं नाही. So I will write root I2 in numerator as well as in denominator. And I will take root I2 from numerator which is common. So it will become root I2. Okay. Numerator चा root I2 common घेतल्यामुळे denominator चा root I2 आहे as it is आहे. त्याला डिस्टर्ब होणार नाही. आणि इथं 1 आहे. Okay. काय केलं होतं? इथं root I2 होता common घेण्यासाठी. But here root I2 is not there. So I have written root I2 here as well as in the denominator. In the numerator root I2 that is I have taken common and denominator of root I2 is added as it is. From denominator also I will take root I2 common. So here root I2 is not there. So here root I2 I will have root I2 here as well as in the denominator. इथून root I2 and इथून root I2 I will take common. So it will be root I1 upon root I2 minus 1. This root I2 and this root I2 get cancelled the whole square. Now root I1 upon root I2, that means I1 upon I2 no root completely. Inside the root it is I1 upon I2 plus 1. Here also I1 upon I2 minus 1 the whole square. What is the value of I1 upon I2? It is 20 by 4. So root 20 by 4 plus 1, okay, upon root 20 by 4 minus 1 the whole square. What is meant by root 20 by 4? 25 is the root 5 and root of 4 is 2. So it will be 5 by 2 plus 1, 5 by 2 minus 1 the square. Now 5 by 2, let us cross multiply करूया. 2 1 is 2, 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 upon 2, 7 upon 2. इथं पण क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाय करू. 2 1 is 2, 5 minus 2 3, 3 upon 2 the whole square. Now 2 get cancelled. 7 by 3 the whole square. 7 the square 49, 3 the square 9. Don't cancel this 9 9. It is complete number 49 and this one is 9. Okay, so the answer will be 49 is to 9. So here also option number C is correct. Now next question. In Young's experiment, the distance between the slit is reduced to half and the distance between the slit and screen is double. Okay. So what is given the Young's double slit experiment? The distance between the slits is reduced to half. That means suppose initially the distance is d1, then d2 is d1 by 2. It is half. Then the distance between the slit and screen is double. That means suppose the distance between the slit and screen is d. Now it is double. That means d2 is 2 times d1. See, half of the initial distance is d1 between the slits, which is half. That means d2 is half of the d1. And distance between slit and screen is double. So if initial distance is d1, the final distance is 2 times d1. Okay. The fringe width we asked. Fringe width is asked. So it is lambda d by d. So we can write d2 upon d1 is equal to lambda 1 d1 upon d1 into lambda d2 upon d2. About the light is kept same. Light is same. So lambda lambda cancel. Beta by beta 2 by beta 1. Now keep this d1 as it is. This small d1 as it is. In place of capital D2, I will write 2 times d1. In place of small d2 वरती जाना. In place of small d2 I will write d1 upon 2. d1 cancel. Capital d1 cancel. So 2 to 4. So beta 2 is equal to 1 by 4 times beta 1. 1 by 4 times beta 1. So what will be the answer? So इथं सिंबल मध्ये थोडीशी मिस्टेक आहे. 1 सेकंड. आपण लॅम्डा 1 आपण बीटा 2 upon बीटा 1 आहे. So it will be lambda d2 upon d2 upon lambda d1 upon d1, lambda cancel, so beta 1 upon beta 2, then d2 is 2 times d1 upon this d2 is d1 upon 2, this d1 is as it is upon small d1 is as it is, small d1 cancel, capital D1 cancel, this 2 will goes to numerator, so hence d2 is equal to 2 into 2 4 times beta 1, so answer will be D, will becomes 4 times. स्टूडेंट बड़े-बड़े टीचरों से छोटी-छोटी गलतियां हो जाती है, इधर 2 है इधर 1 है, याच्या समोर पण 2 upon 1 पाहिजे होता, त्यांनी 1 upon 2 लिहिलं. Okay, now rub that question and again write this answer. Okay, b2 upon b1 is lambda d2 by d2 upon lambda d1 by d1. Okay, next question, Huygens conceptions of secondary waves. Huygens का यूज क्या होता है? Huygens ने क्या सांगितलं? Each point on the primary wavefront produces secondary sources. Each point on the primary wavefront. Suppose this is source. याच्यापासून वेव्ह गेलेली आहे. So this is primary wavefront. And each point on the primary wavefront act as a secondary source and तो पण स्वतःच्या वेव्ह प्रोड्यूस करतात. Okay. So इथं wave generation होतात. So see option number A allow us to find the focal length of the thick lens. इथं लेन्स चा काही संबंध नाही आहे. That is in ray optics. We are studying ray optics. Is a geometrical method to find wavefront. हे असू शकतं. We'll read next option. Is used to determine the velocity of light. Velocity of light चा इथे काय संबंध आहे? Velocity of light काय असते? It is a constant. It is used to explain polarization. To explain polarization, we need polarites or Bicol prism. So here, the Huygens principle is used to find is a geometrical method to find wavefronts. Wavefronts produce करने की geometrical method है त्यासाठी use किया जाता है. Because the third principle of Huygens is tangent to all the secondary wavefront. This is the tangent. Tangent to all secondary wavefront. Secondary wavefronts है. These are the hemispherical. यांना जी tangent झाली म्हणजे सिंगल पॉइंटला टच होऊन गेलेली लाईन आहे that is tangent which is primary wavefront itself. ही इथलीच wavefront इथं आली आहे कारण का ह्या लाईट्स इथून इथपर्यंत जाईपर्यंत ही इथून इथपर्यंत जाणार because both are of light दोघांचं स्पीड सेम असेल. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन by monochromatic wave we mean आत्ताच आपण डिस्कस केलं what is meant by monochromatic light having constant wavelength same wavelength. So option A single ray ना, option B single ray of single color याचा काय संबंध आहे? option D wave having single wavelength. single wavelength म्हणजे दोन वेव्हज असतील आणि काय असणार आहे? एक वेव्हलेंथ असेल किंवा थ्रू आउट द मोशन सिंगल वेव्हलेंथ न ती फ्लो होणार आहे. So option number C is correct. Now in Young's double slit interference experiment the slit separation is made 3 times. The fringe width will become. Slit separation becomes 3 times. That means d1 है, but d2 is 3 times d1. So what will its effect on fringe width? Now see, it is lambda d by d. It is inversely proportional. So right here also you can conclude that see d2 is lambda d by in place of lambda 1. ठीक है? इधर d2 असेल. So d2 का सेम है ना, d2 is equal to d1 because इधर काही सांगितलेलं नाही आहे, वेवलेंथ पण सेम आहे, so इथं पण d राहिला. in place of d2 we can write 3 times d1. Now what is lambda d by d1? Lambda d by d1 is nothing but beta 1. Lambda d by d1 is nothing but beta 1, so we can write beta 1 upon 3. Okay, so your answer will be 1 by 3. 1 by 3 the original fringe width. Now pick out the longest wavelength from the following types of color. Common question है discussion of light चा. So red color is having highest wavelength. Very simple fringe marks होते. Now last question. What happens to the fringe pattern when Young's double slit experiment is performed in water? आपण बघितलं होता. So what is principle of reversibility? That is sin I upon sin R is equal to mu2 by mu1. And here mu2 by mu1 है. See, I is angle in first medium, R is angle in second medium. but mu2 is in the second medium and mu1 is in the first medium. So this is called the principle of reversibility. इथे आपण c1 by c2 अप्लाय करू शकतो, λ1 by λ2 पण अप्लाय करू शकतो. So 2 च्या समोर 1 आहे आणि 1 च्या समोर 2 आहे, that means it is inversely proportional. So we can say lambda is inversely proportional to mu. So if experiment is conducted in water, that means mu increases, hence म्हणू शकता, hence lambda decreases. So as lambda decreases, beta is equal to lambda d by d. आपण हे बघितलं रिव्हिजन क्लास मध्ये. So as lambda decreases, beta will also decrease because काय म्हणू शकतो, beta is directly proportional to lambda. If lambda decreases, so as lambda decreases, beta will also decrease. So fringe pattern, what are the options given? Fringe pattern, strings disappear, unchanged and enlarged. So option A is correct. So students, hope you are studying well. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much.